Hello there everyone, the Jedi Brick here. Today I'm going to be reviewing one of the new LEGO Star Wars sets, set 75387, Boarding the Tantive IV. This set retails for $55 here in the United States, came out on March 1st and has 502 pieces, and it has 7 minifigures, one of which being that exclusive 5s down there in the bottom left corner. This is part of the 25 years of LEGO Star Wars line, and it has that really nice new, like, light chrome blue labeling on the top left. Really nice boxer. I like that color on there. You can see on the side of the box you have the R2D2, same as the front, but this is a really cool set based off an iconic scene from Episode 4, Star Wars New Hope, right from the beginning of the movie, when the Imperials and Darth Vader come onto the Tantive and they're trying to find the Death Star plans. Just an iconic scene, and it's the first time this has really been adapted into LEGO. We've gotten a bunch of Tantives in the past, but this is the first time we've gotten the actual hallway scene from the opening of the movie. So, taking a look at the back of the box here, you can see all of the play features that are included in the set, as well as the minifigures positioned in a different way. You can see here that we have Darth Vader force choking Captain Antilles and two of the rebel troopers on the ground there. And at the top here, you can see there are a bunch of levers that you can move around to make the troopers fly all over the place, and a lever that opens the front door here. So there's a lot to get into, so let's get right into it. So we will start off with the main reason most people are buying this set. This is ARC Trooper 5s. This is the anniversary minifigure that you get in the set. And I think this is a very good minifigure. A lot of people are hating on it because of the helmet and the no waist cape, which I do think the waist cape not being there is unfortunate, but I think that's just the route they're going to go with clone troopers from now on. They didn't give one to Rex and the Venator. They didn't give one to the clone commander in the 187th set. I just don't think they're going to be doing them anymore, which is unfortunate, of course, but that's just the direction LEGO is going. Nothing I can do about it, so I'm not going to really harp on it too much. There are other channels for stuff like that, but this is a really good minifigure in my opinion. I do want to point out that he does have arm printing, which is the third ever clone trooper to use arm printing, the first being Echo in the Bad Batch, the second being the Captain Rex in the Venator, and now third here with 5s. And I don't really know how I feel about arm printing on clone troopers. I do think it's okay in some cases. It looks very nice, but for me, I think I just prefer white arms for my clone troopers. But it does look really, really nice and very cool that they went that extra mile and gave us that arm printing. As for the torso, you do get a really nice print on there with the ammo pouch right there and the gray plate with the bit of black on top. Moving down to those legs, you can see all the printing where the holsters would be, and a bit of that gray knee printing and stuff. And then you have those two prints on the side where the waist cape would be. He does have those two small-ish pistol pieces, but the other complaint I have with this is this comma piece taking off that helmet. You can see the head better, but it's just so flat on there. It doesn't really have the curves on the sides like I wish it would. I don't know. It just kind of looks like a knockoff clone comma, which I don't really like. But something that I do like about this minifigure is that face. That is an exclusive face for 5s. He has that bit of like the beard or the goatee. And of course, he has the number 5 tattoo on the top of his head, which just looks really nice. I'll zoom in so you guys can get a better view of that. But just a really nice face print, no back print, of course, or back alternate face print, but that's okay. Just a really nice job on the face and the torso for this minifigure. Really wish they would have put a bit more into the cloth comma, but if I take that off here, you can see the backpack can just pop off. It's brick built, very similar to the one we got with the original ARC Trooper back in the day from that battle pack. Flipping that around, you can see the back print, nothing really special on there. Pretty much the same style back print we've gotten for every other clone trooper. But putting that helmet back on, a lot of people say this helmet is inaccurate. I kind of see it, but I don't really have too much of a problem with it. I do think it looks really nice. I like the blue on the sides with the cheeks, and I like the printing on the top there. I should also point out that it does come with this tile or the stand, very similar to the ones that came out with the 20-year anniversary minifigures back in 2019. This one only has the R2D2. It doesn't have the names of the characters, which is unfortunate. The other ones did. I wish these ones did too. Like this one would say ARC Trooper 5s, Darth Malik, Darth Maul, things like that. But they are all the same print, but not a huge deal to me. Just really happy to finally have this guy in LEGO. So let's move on to the other minifigures. So here is the Darth Vader that comes in this set, and it is the exact same Darth Vader we've been getting for a while. It's the same one that came in that TIE Bomber. It's the same one we got in the Kenobi sets. So this is not an exclusive minifigure or anything like the 5s, but it is a very nice minifigure. Just like that 5s, he does have the standard arm printing that you would get with almost every Darth Vader nowadays. That really nice printing on the shoulders that goes all the way down to the bottom of the arms. He does have a bit of back printing too, and you can see the armor at the top. So really nice that they included back printing for Darth Vader. He does, of course, have the iconic chest plate there with all the buttons and stuff. Same with the belt, and really nice printing on the legs. It does come with his iconic red lightsaber as well, and a kind of clothy cape that doesn't really, get too bent out of shape when you mess around with it, which is great for kids. And underneath you have an angry white face for Darth Vader, which I do think looks really nice. You do have some scratching and stuff on the back if it will focus just a bit better so you guys can really see it. There you go. So really nice printing on the head for Darth Vader. I do like this head print a lot. I think it's my favorite version of Darth Vader that we've gotten in recent years, just because mostly of that head print and the two-part helmet, which came out back in 2016, which I absolutely love. It's just a great thing for the character. So let's move on to the Stormtroopers. For the Stormtroopers, you do get two in this set. They are both the same except for what's underneath the helmet. These are the newer style of Stormtroopers with the white hips, very similar to the Clone Troopers. And I do like these versions quite a bit. I'm not a fan of the newer style helmets, that big bulky mold there, like on the sides. You can see it like drooping down, which I'm not a huge fan of. I prefer the Rogue One 2016 era Stormtrooper helmet. I just think that was the peak Stormtrooper design. But I love the torso and the leg printing on them. I just think it looks great. One thing that I probably am going to change up is put black hips on there. I just think it would look better with the black hips. But the torso design on these guys is really nice. They are the same for both of these Stormtroopers, but you can just really see the fine sharpness of the printing and stuff on there. It just looks really nice going down to those legs. I have a little hair or something on there, but looks really nice. It looks very sharp and defined. I don't know, just looks very clean, and I really like that about these guys. So turning them around, you can see they have the same back print, which does look really nice. You have the belt printing go all the way around and the back part of the armor, and you have the printing on the back of the helmet as well. But taking off the helmets, you can see they are two different people. We have a male and a female Stormtrooper. So this is something new they've been starting to do by just giving them regular faces instead of like the classic angry clone faces, just to kind of represent that they're not clones, they're all regular humans, which I do think is pretty cool. And it's a good way to get different flesh tones and stuff in Star Wars sets instead of the same angry clone face, which I do think is really nice. So I like these guys a lot. I'm gonna replace the hips on them though, but let's move on to the Rebels. Just like the Stormtroopers in the set, you get two of these Rebel troopers. These are the same exact ones from the last Tantive set from 2019. They didn't really change anything at all, if anything, from what I've seen, except for the blasters, but they do look really nice. They use the same face prints as well, so you're going to get the same exact prints on the front and the back. On one side, you have a more calm, happy face, and on the other side, you have an angry looking face. And I do like the way these guys came out quite a bit. I do wish they would have given them dual molded legs. I think there are some gray legs with black on the bottom, like to represent boots. I think that would have looked great. But unfortunately, they didn't give them to these guys in this set. For $55, that was something I was hoping they would do, but they didn't. So they don't have leg printing either. I just want to point that out. But they do have really nice back printing with the jacket, like the vest with the pouches and stuff on the back, which looks really nice. Of course, they have their iconic helmets with the black visor piece attached to the front. So these are really good minifigures. I only had one of these before, so now I have 3, which is great. But let's move on to Captain Antilles. The final minifigure here is Captain Antilles, and this is a different version than the one we got in the 2019 Tantive set. It's just very subtly different with a different face print, but this is a really nice minifigure as well. No leg printing on this guy either, unfortunately, but the torso print on him looks amazing. He has the little captain badge on there in the blue, and the really nice vest print as well with that cool belt buckle on the bottom. You can see he has a bunch of pockets and stuff on the front of the shirt, and on the back you do have some, like, wrinkles and stuff on the back of the jacket. He does also have an alternate face, which is nice. It's this more concerned, getting choked by Darth Vader look, which is really cool. Surprising they wouldn't include something like that given the context of the scene. Kind of dark for an 8+ set, you know, but I'm glad they included that. It's really cool. This is a really nice minifigure to have as well. But let's move on to the actual build. So here is the set, and I put some of the minifigures on there to show you guys the first play feature. You can see these gray Technic brackets on either side, and those are for where these minifigures are standing, lifting this trooper up. You can see this 1x1 or the 1x2 jumper plate. So you put one of the minifigures' legs on there, and you have it look like they're shooting at each other. And if you just flip this, it'll lift up a tile and it'll send the minifigure flying like he just got shot at. So you can do that with all 4 of the troopers that come in the set. You can do it with the stormtroopers. So that is a really cool play feature, like they're firing at each other. Just a really cool, simple, subtle play feature, and it doesn't look too obvious, I guess. You do have a bit of a gap and stuff in some of the floor panels, but it's not super obvious. The pieces they used were also gray, so it doesn't really stand out as much. So that was a really cool, detail that they included, so they won't look really ugly and stuff and stand out too much. But taking a look at the other play feature here, I'll have it lined up at the end of the hallway. By flipping this lever right here, or another one at the back, you can open up this door, and you can see that it has a bunch of trans red and orange pieces. I did have Darth Vader set up there, and I was going to do a cool reveal of him at the end of the hallway, but it didn't work because his lightsaber got in the way. So doing that again, opening that up, you can see Darth Vader at the end of the hallway. Really cool looking. If I zoom in, you can see all those pieces and everything just a bit better if it'll focus. So you can see him there. There's also that red sticker piece up there as well. Just the overall doorway design looks really good too. I love the way they added all those pieces to look like burning metal and stuff from when they cut the door open. Really, really cool detail. Love that a lot. But flipping that over so you can see how the mechanism itself works. So you have this lever right here, and what that does, it takes this piece right here, which is printed, by the way, I should have mentioned that, this printed doorway piece. So it'll push that on this little rail, it'll move it out of the way and replace it with this kind of cutout with all the burning metal translucent pieces. You can go back and forth just like that. Really great play feature, very smooth, very easy to put together. You also do have a lever to do the same thing here on the other side. So if you wanted to access it from either side, you could. and it works really well. I like that play feature a lot. It's very cool. Does also have a bunch of stickers and stuff here on the sides. Those stickers are right there on the tile and the slopes. So you do get 4 of those in the set. You also, I should note, you do get this translucent little cylinder for Captain Antilles, like he's being force choked or something by Darth Vader. So that is a very cool little inclusion as well. Again, kind of dark for an 8+ set, but happy they included it either way. But really taking a look at this set and looking at the size of it. So I've been kind of mentally comparing this set to the Dark Trooper Attack set that came out about 2 years ago now, and it's about the same size as that set. You know, like you get the one-sided hallway with the door area that can open. There's a lot of comparisons that can be drawn to that set, and it's about the same size at it, but almost double the price. That one retailed for $30 when it came out. This retails for $55, so adding taxes and stuff, it's basically double. And an argument can be made, a lot of that is because of the minifigures, but I don't know. I think this set is overpriced at $55. I think they could have gotten away with $40 for that 5's minifigure and the, 6 regular minifigures that they are including, but by no means is this a battle pack set. I really wouldn't recommend going out and buying multiple of these unless it's on sale. And even in the instructions, they encourage you to go out and buy more. You can see here you have these Technic holes and stuff, and in the instructions they tell you to just stick some Technic pins in there and just add another set in there to make the hallway longer. I really would not recommend doing that at all unless you can find another set like half off or something for $55 for something, with really only 4 minifigures that you can get multiple of. I don't think that's really worth it. Maybe if you just went out and bought another set on its own without the minifigures, you could get that maybe for $20 or something, and I think that could be worth it. But $55 for another one of these, I do not think is worth it. This is a great set on its own. I'm going to give this set like an 8 out of 10 for that 5's minifigure, the other minifigures, and the overall build. I think this is a great build. I just don't think it's $55 great, But that's just my opinion on the set. Like I said, compared to that Dark Trooper Attacks set, this one just seems really overpriced for what you're getting. But like I said, that's just my opinion on it. Let me know what you guys think about this set in the comments section down below. As always, thank you guys so much for watching my videos. It means a lot to me. And I'm going to be reviewing the R2-D2 set very soon, so stay tuned for that. And if you're new here, please consider leaving this video a like and subscribing to my channel. It means a lot to me, and I just want to say thank you. Also, thank you for, making videos like this possible, where I can go out and buy the new March sets and stuff when they came out. It's really cool that I'm able to do that, and it's all because of you guys, so thank you. But with all that said, I am the Jedi Brick. Peace out. Bye.